Hello everybody, this is a Lamley Preview. Really cool preview, stretching the legs a little bit with a brand new 164 diecast brand to show for you today. And boy, do they have a very cool product that I'm excited to show off. I don't get to stretch my legs a ton when it comes to other brands. There are four that I typically cover because they're the four main brands that I collect. That's Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Tomica Limited Vintage, and Auto World. That's probably the four major brands that I cover. I try and get to some others when I can on the YouTube channel. Now, of course, LamleyGroup.com has been a little different of late. Hopefully you've been over there. The blog has been really stretching its wings with other brands and histories and models. I've been able to bring on some new writers that collect a lot of other brands, and they've been really sharing their expertise on the blog on all these different brands. Great photography, everything else. It's been fantastic, and that might leave me a little motivated to do what I can here on the Lamley YouTube channel, and we're doing that today. Yesterday I showed Tarmac Works here, two of the favorites that I showed yesterday. Of course, the RWB Porsche and the race car, the 911 GT3R. Hopefully you've seen that video. If not, go and watch it. Some really cool stuff there from Tarmac Works. There's another brand. They're out of Hong Kong. Another brand out of Hong Kong, Aerocar. I'll be doing a full preview on them on the channel very soon. I'm waiting on a couple more cars to arrive. But this thing's fantastic. I got a couple of models from them, and we'll see them expand. Mini GT, we've been doing that. There's a lot of really cool stuff, and it's just such a golden age when it comes to 164 diecast. It's almost too much, so it's really nice to have some people helping me over at the YouTube or over on the blog. Champion DJK, who you may watch on YouTube, he's been helping me too with stuff that he's interested in. Nonetheless, it's been really great to see some of these other brands, and I've got a really cool one for you today that I am eager to show off. It is Yes model out of China. Yes, Y-E-S. That stands for, let's see, I bet I can show it here. That stands for Yo Engine Start. That is the brand. I think they'll mostly be known as Yes. I have actually had this. This is a prototype of the first Yes model, is a Mitsubishi Evo. Got this back in October at the Hot Wheels convention. I met a nice guy named Richard. He said, "Can I have a couple of your minutes of your time?" I said, "Sure." He showed me this really cool product that was being developed out of China. He said, we're still in the final stages of getting it done, getting it licensed and everything, but it was really cool to see what Yes is doing, and that's what I'm going to show off for you guys today. He's allowed me to keep this prototype. There's a couple of things that are different in the new product, but it's going to be out, I think, right at the beginning of next month. Diecast Talk, there's a link down below, is actually taking pre-orders for this, and it will be available. So let's go ahead. I'm going to open up this box, and let's just get right to it. Let me just show you what this brand is all about. It's really, really cool. And one of the things about these diecast brands, it's not for, not everything is for everyone. Some people just want to collect Hot Wheels, Matchbox, whatever. But I love how there's a little bit for everyone. And like I said, I'm trying to cover it the best I can, especially when there's something as interesting as this. So let's just start. Let's kind of walk through the pieces. I will get to this packaging and everything in a little bit, but let's just focus on the model for now. You can see this packaging is how it will come with this base. I don't know, there might be some changes. Like I said, this is an early prototype, so there might be some more details that we haven't seen before, but let's just start with the model itself. I just show you this model. I have a feeling you'll say that is pretty rad. Mitsubishi Evo. I can say right out of the gate, the one thing that I know is different is the spoiler. They went ahead and went with a more stock style spoiler than this one. This is more of an aftermarket. And they said, Richard told me, he said the new spoiler is definitely better. It's better developed. What was the word he used? More elegant is what he said. But this one is, this is just by itself is a very, very cool model. Question always is, does it roll? Yes, it does. And it rolls quite well. And so start with that. So just by itself, it's a very cool model. You can see how crisp it is. And what's cool about it, there's a lot of things. But let's start with the display that it comes with. Look at it right there. Has a nice rubbery texture to it. You stick it right here, you put a battery in, And you've got your own little Lamley display, which is actually kind of cool. Car is marked there, Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. There is the model itself, looking absolutely stunning. Nice and crisp and clean, as I like to say. But it definitely doesn't stop there. Are there opening parts? There is. Has an opening hood, exposing that very cool detailed engine. In fact, if you look closely, you can see that there's a bit of a mesh window, a mesh style window in the hood, so you can actually look at the engine right through there, right through the hood. But it definitely doesn't stop there, because this is a modifiable model. This will come with separate pieces, so you can change the grille, you can change the bumper, and you can change the engine. You can even change the exhaust, for example. The front comes right off, and you can see the details in the engine. Once you remove the front, you want to switch out the engine. Well, first thing you got to do is remove the hood. I always try and the question will be, how delicate are these? I don't know. I don't really want to test them, but they've held up for the switches that I've done. There's the hood, and then that exposes a really, really cool detailed engine. And you want to trade that out? You can. Just click, and there is the engine that's removable as well. So I don't have the separate pieces to actually put the different pieces in, but I think there will be some that come with the model itself when you purchase it, and I think there will also be some separate pieces that you can buy. Not done yet, because the rear bumper also can be removed. You got to get used to how this works. There we go. There's the rear bumper, and you can actually pop off the exhaust as well, leaving a very bare bones model that you can put all the way back together. How cool is that? Yes model Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, coming very, very soon. The price, you follow the link at Diecast Talk About down below. These are not cheap models, but they are worth it to be sure. You guys tell me what you think. Really excited to see all of the neat brands that are coming and just the cool stuff that they're doing. Thanks, everybody. Bye.